Hi everyone, hope you are doing good, and today I'm gonna show you how to create a project in React. And I know how hard it is for someone who is struggling for learning React. So let's get started. And I'm gonna take a folder and I'm gonna name it uh, React 101. Okay, I'm going to drag it to the code editor, and you can use whatever code editor you want. And you have to install the Vite in order to run your React project. So what is Vite? Vite is just an environment to run your React project. That's it. So there is a little difference between install with the npx and npm, and I'll be talking about it later. So npx create Vite at the rate latest. And if you want to have the same name for the project name, then just write the dot and select a framework. I'm gonna select the React, then JavaScript variant obviously, and I'm not gonna use the roll down Vite, and also install with the npm. Yes, and it is initializing some dependencies for my project. And you can see from the left side there are a couple of folders and files that Vite is providing me. And I hope it don't take much time. Yeah, it provided me the link, and I'm gonna open that and check it. Yes, everything is fine, and I have successfully installed the React project into the Vite. Okay, so I'm going to delete some files from my project. I don't need that, like app.css, and I don't need this. I'm gonna delete it. Okay, also the asset folders, I don't need this now too. And the app.jsx, I'm going to delete this one. And index.css, I don't need to have the pre-installed styles. I'm going to delete this too. I'm gonna remove it. So yeah, okay, this is our app.jsx, and we are going to export our app in a default way. So I'm going to create that app function, and you can write it in a couple of ways, right? You can h1, I mean, you can export it this way too, like just first create the app, then export this way if you like. And I'm going to put some text. This is my first React project. That's it. Okay, so many developers who are learning React for the first time always have a question like what is JSX? This is the very first question for the React developers. So if I would say what is JSX to the new React developer, then I would say uh, it's a tool or the technology or the language syntax, whatever you say. It allows you to write your JavaScript code inside the HTML. That's it. That's the simplest definition for the JSX. So let's take an example. So I'm going to create a variable which is called name for now, and I'm going to say Imran. And inside the HTML h1 tag, you can see I am gonna put that variable. Yes, I just need to wrap it with the curly braces, and it is showing that name. And you can add or update or anything you want for that variable, and that's it. And that's the beauty of React. You can write your JavaScript code inside the HTML code. Yes. And I'm gonna take another, suppose I'm gonna take another variable which is called question, and the question is what is a component in React, and I'm gonna delete this for now, I don't need this, and I'm going to put that variable name into that HTML tag. So what is component in React? If I have to make it understand to the new React developer, then I would say it's a kind of Lego. Let's say you have a lots of pieces of Legos, and with those piece of Legos, you can create a toy by joining them together or plugging them or amalgate those Legos together to make the beautiful toy. That's the idea or the concept of the component in React. You can create as many function as you need and congregate that functions to make your whole app. That's the idea or that's the definition of the component. So let's take an example. So let's say const, or okay, I'm gonna create this way, the vanilla JavaScript way, that would be easier for you, like function username. One thing, the component name must be capital for the first letter, like user name, or this way. And you can return HTML here. I'm gonna call the return the h1 tag, and I'm going to say Imran okay, and put that component into our main JSX. Main app JSX. So username with the opening tag and ending tag, and you can see the name of the user. Yes, and I don't need this right now. Okay, and you can also have these as many as you want. I mean, you can reuse your component. You can use this component function as much as you can, as many as many times as you want. Like, and for that you have to have a wrapper things, like it is called the fraction, or you can have the div, or the any semantic elements like semantic main, and you are gonna put that or call that component here, and you can have as many as you want. And still it's not dynamic because we are having the same username for every time. And here comes the idea of props, and I will be telling you what is props in the next video, I think. And before finishing the video, I would love to show you another thing, like you can add more content into that the same way. Like, I'm gonna take the div and paste it, and also I'm taking the h2, and where web developer, yes, Imran is a web developer, and I'm going to take the hr for the aesthetic, for the or the clarity, you can see, and I'm going to style it with the class. And in vanilla project you use the class. Here you have to use the class name. That's the difference, nothing else. You just need to name of the class. You can write it in your CSS project, but you can also use the inline CSS. And how you can do that? You just need to style into the curly braces. You are gonna write the style like red, but you cannot write this way. It's not gonna work because everything inside the React is kind of the objects, keys and values. So you have to mention the values this way, the strings way. Yeah, and you can see it is now red color. Also you can write many other style as you like background color is I would say dark gray. And yeah, yes. So this is all about the um, 101 React project. I know this is very very fundamental, but don't be afraid of or the intimidated of by the don't be disappointed by the uh, writing of React, because it is not actually that hard. Or don't be intimidated by the React, because I would say React is built on top of the JavaScript, and everything inside the React is mainly basically JavaScript. So you just need to have the good amount of knowledge about JavaScript. That's it. That's the key for your React uh, journey. And very few developers are now saying you can learn JavaScript while you are learning React, but I would say before jumping into the React, always you need to have a minimum amount of fundamental knowledge about JavaScript. That's it. So I hope you will be enjoying this video, and I would say keep coding, stay healthy, and I hope we'll be seeing you in next video. Until then, stay safe, and thank you for watching my videos, and bye for now. Thank you.